I got dust on my boots from a road I can't name. Got the sun at my back and the wind doing the same. Got a guitar in the seat and a tank half full. And the highway ahead, doing what highways do, pull. Pull you forward when you got nothing behind. Pull you somewhere when you can't say what you'll find. I've been driving since Tuesday, and Tuesday was a lie. So the driving is the answer while I figure out the why. Dust on my boots from every road I walk. Dust on my boots from every door I've knocked. The dust don't judge and the road don't ask your name. Just put some miles behind you and it does it all the same. I got dust on my boots, Lord, and I'm carrying on. Dust on my boots and a half-remembered song. Every road I ever walked has left its mark on me. Dust on my boots is the only map I need. I left a life somewhere behind a county sign. There used to be enough, then it wasn't mine. The house was fine, the job was fine, the fine was wearing through. And the road has a way of calling when the fine won't do. Stopped at a diner outside of Meridian. And the waitress had the eyes of someone who had been. Exactly where I was sitting in a booth alone. And she poured the coffee and she said, "Keep going, son, keep going." Dust on my boots from every road I walk. Dust on my boots from every door I've knocked. The dust don't judge and the road don't ask your name. is the only map I need. The map I need is the one that points toward honest, the one that says the next town has what I've been missing. Not a place on any atlas, not a dot on any line, just the road that leads to the version of me that's fine. Not fine like the lying kind, fine like they actually can. Fine like the arrived kind, fine like the fine my Mississippi moves at its own particular speed, slower than the calendar and slower than the need that most people carry when they come through here expecting something they read about, something they were detecting from a song or from a story or a photograph they'd seen. Mississippi slow is not the Mississippi of the dream. It's the actual Mississippi with the heat and with the wave, and the knowledge underneath it all that slow is never late. Mississippi slow, Mississippi real, Mississippi moving at the pace you have to feel, not the pace you want, not the pace you plan. Mississippi slow is what this country's made of. Understand. Mississippi slow like the river in the July. Mississippi slow like the truth that takes a lifetime to arrive. Everything worth having came from somewhere moving slave. Mississippi slow is the only way I know. I played the blues on a porch outside of Clarksdale for nobody in particular and nobody in detail. Just the screen door in the field and the specific afternoon that Mississippi gives you when it gives you afternoon. The slide guitar sounds different here than anywhere I've played it. It sounds like it belongs here, and it probably always did. Before the city and the studio and the record and the soul did. This is where the music lived before it moved and hid. Mississippi slow, Mississippi real, Mississippi moving at the pace you have to feel. Not the pace you want, not the pace you plan. Mississippi slow is what this country's made of. Understand. Mississippi slow like the river in the July. Mississippi slow like the truth that takes a lifetime to arrive. Everything worth having came from somewhere moving slow. Mississippi slow is the only way I know. You want to understand the blues? Sit on a porch in Mississippi in August without your phone. And wait for the afternoon to end. It takes exactly as long as it takes. That's the whole lesson. That's the whole school. Whiskey keeps it true at the right temperature. Not too hot to handle and not too cold to feel. Just warm enough that the honest thing comes forward. And you can look at it and name it, and it's real. I don't drink to run from it, I drink to find it. The version of the truth that the daylight keeps polite. The whiskey just removes the social contract, and what's left is what I've been avoiding in the light. Whiskey keeps the truth, whiskey keeps it warm, whiskey keeps it coming even through the storm. The daylight puts a coat on what the evening has to say. Whiskey takes a coat off at the end of the day. Whiskey keeps the truth I couldn't say at noon. Whiskey keeps the version of me honest in the room. Some people find their truth
In other ways, that's fine. Whiskey keeps mine honest. Whiskey keeps mine mine. I met a man in Tuscaloosa with a bourbon and a story that he'd been carrying since 1989. He said, I never told my kids the truth about their grandfather, and now it's theirs to carry, and it's also mine. The whiskey gave him language for the thing without a language, the thing that lived below the family and the fine. And he told it to a stranger in a bar in Tuscaloosa, because the whiskey makes the telling feel less like a crime. Whiskey keeps it true. Whiskey keeps it warm. Whiskey keeps it coming, even through the storm. The daylight puts a coat on what the evening has to say. Whiskey takes the coat off at the end of the day. Whiskey keeps the truth I couldn't say at noon. Whiskey keeps the version of me honest in the room. Some people find their truth in other ways, that's fine. Whiskey keeps mine honest. Whiskey keeps mine I know it's not a cure, and I know it's not an answer. I know the morning comes regardless of the glass, but the window between the third one and the fourth one is the most honest window that I have. So here's to the Tuscaloosa man and his 1989, and everyone who's sitting with the thing they haven't named. Whiskey keeps it true at the right temperature tonight, and the truth once named is never quite the same. Whiskey keeps it true. Whiskey keeps it warm. Whiskey keeps it coming, even through the storm. The daylight puts a coat on what the evening has to say. Whiskey takes the coat off at the end of the day. It's the version of me honest in the room. Some people find that true, in other ways that's fine. Southern tire is a different kind of tire than the tire that the North puts in your bones. Southern tired is the heat and the history and the carry. Southern tide follows you from room to home. I grew up in the specific type of the Southern working man, the kind that has a dignity the North can't quite translate, the kind that shows up and keeps showing up regardless, the kind that doesn't name itself because naming it comes late. Southern tide, beautiful and heavy. Southern tide, carried it forever. Southern tide in my father and his father. Southern tide getting up regardless every morning after. It's not defeat, it's not surrender, it's not broken at the seam. Southern tide is the cost of holding up the dream. Southern tide, Lord, I'll wear it like a coat. Southern tired is the blues before the blues had its own note. My grandmother ironed clothes for other people from before the sun came up till after it went down. And she sang while she ironed her, because the singing was the answer to the weight of being Southern in a Southern town. She wasn't bitter and she wasn't giving speeches. She was just a woman ironing and singing through the heat. And the song she sang was the first blues I ever heard. Standing in the doorway in my small bare feet. Southern tide, beautiful and heavy. Southern tide, carried it forever. Southern tide and my father and his father. Southern tide, getting up regardless every morning after. It's not defeat, it's not surrender, it's not broken at the seams. Southern tide is the cause of holding up the dream. Southern tide, Lord, I wear it like a coat. Southern tide is the blues before the blues had its own note. The blues came from the southern tide. The music came from the ironing and the heat. The song my grandmother sang came from the kneading to make the beautiful out of what life gives you to complete. I'm southern tired tonight, and I'm still here. And the song she sang is still in me somewhere. And I'm gonna sing it for the people who are carrying it. The beautiful and heavy southern tide everywhere.
There are names on the map that sound like they were named by someone who had been there and was honest. Cairo, Memphis, Athens, Rome, all here in this country. Borrowed names for new places, that's the promise. The promise we could be anything we wanted, that the names could mean something different here, that Athens, Georgia is its own kind of Athens, and Memphis, Tennessee is its own frontier. Names on the map, names on the road, every little town has got a story to be told. Names on the map, names I've passed through, broken arrow, truth or consequences, inner course blue. Names on the map like someone had a sense of humor. Names on the map like someone had a dream. Names on the map, and I've been reading them like poetry, and the map has never run out of things to mean. I passed through a town called Nothing, Arizona. Population 4 and a gas pump and a dog. And the dog was sitting where the road meets the highway, and the town of Nothing had itself a sign and a law, book where people sign their names to prove they've been there. I signed mine underneath
with a couple hundred more. The citizens of nothing had a guest book going strong, and the nothing of it all was something I'd come for. Names on the map, names on the road. Every little town has got a story to be told. Names on the map, names I've passed through. Broken arrow, truth or consequences, inner curse blue. Names on the map like someone had a sense of humor. Names on the map like someone had a dream. Names on the map, and I've been reading them like poetry, and the map has never run out of things to mean. What would you name a town if you could name it? What would you call the place that made you who you are? I'd name mine after everything, or maybe you're almost morning, or just the coordinates of wherever you are. The names on the map are the country talking to itself, telling its own story in a town name at a time. And I've been driving through the chapters of that story, and I'm somewhere in the middle of the rhyme. Put a parking lot where the Beale Street Blue used to be. Another building where the music used to breathe. And the man who played the slide there every Friday since forever had to find somewhere new to play or leave. He found the last blues bar in town, the one that doesn't advertise or care, the one the locals know by walking past it twice, the one where the music is the only thing they share. The last blues bar in town is still open. The last blues bar in town still plays. The last blues bar in town opens up. Regardless, either way, it doesn't have a sign because it doesn't need a sign. The people who belong there always find. The last blues bar in town, still open, still alive, still playing for the people who refuse to leave behind. The thing that brought them there in the first place, the thing that no parking lot can quite replace, the last blues bar in town is where I'm singing. From the corner table with the light on and the space, for every person who has watched the places closing, who has watched the parking lots take what they love. The last blues bar in town is a declaration that the music outlasts everything above. The last blues bar in town is still open. The last blues bar in town still plays. The last blues bar in town has seen the others closing, and it opens up regardless, either way. Because it doesn't need a sign. The people who belong there always find. The last blues bar in town, still open, still alive, still playing for the people who refuse to leave behind. You know the one I mean, you've been to yours, the one that saved you on the bad weeks, the one behind the unremarkable doors that opens into something more specific than you expected from the outside looking in. The last blues bar in town is yours, not mine, and it's still open. Go back in.
grew up with who left has a story about why they left and where they went and what they found. But nobody tells the story of the ones who stayed, the ones who chose the same old town on the same old ground. My cousin stayed and runs the hardware store his father ran, and his father before him all the way back to the land. And people come from the city now and call it charming, and he smiles and says thank you, and he doesn't understand. The ones who stayed are also living. The ones who stayed have also got a life. The ones who stayed love something deeply that the leavers carry only in the night. The ones who stayed know every face in the morning, know every road before the pavement cracks. The ones who stayed gave something to a place that the place gave him. You don't get that back. Left and I came back and I left again, and each time I came back the town was a little smaller. Not literally, but in the way things shrink when you've been somewhere larger and you've gotten taller. But my cousin hasn't shrunk, he's grown into the place the way that trees grow into the specific soil that receives them. And the roots go down to places no one knows. The ones who stayed are also living. The ones who stayed have also got a life. The ones who stayed love something deeply that the leavers carry only in the night. The ones who stayed know every face in the morning, know every road before the pavement cracks. The ones who stayed gave something to a place that the place gave them. You don't get that back. I don't know which of us was right. I think we both were separately and right. He stayed and rooted and became essential. I left and roamed and learned the way to fly. And when I come back now, I sit with him on Sundays, and we talk about the people and the years. And something in the sitting tells me both choices were the same choice made in different kinds of gears. The ones who stayed are also living. The ones who stayed have also got a life. The ones who stayed love something deeply that the leavers carry only in the night. The ones who stayed know every face in the morning, know every road before the pavement cracks. The ones who stayed gave something to a place that the place gave them. You don't get that back. My mother leaves the porch light on, even now that nobody's coming home at night. Even now that all of us have scattered, she leaves the porch light on because it's right. Right the way she means right, which is the way the house should be received. A light that says someone is in here, a light that says you're expected and believed. Porch light on, porch light burning, porch light for the ones who might be returning. Porch light on in the dark of the November. Porch light keeps the welcome in the ember. It's a bulb, it's a dollar on the power bill. It's my mother saying I love you still. Porch light on for the ones who roam. Porch light on to call the scattered home. My brother lives in Portland now and calls on Sundays when the time zones let him. My sister is in Nashville with a life that suits her, and the holidays are when the porch light gets them back to the driveway in December, to the specific yellow of the bulb that's always there. And my mother doesn't make a thing of it, she just leaves it on because she cares. Porch light on, porch light burning, porch light for the ones who might be returning. Porch light on in the dark of the November. Porch light keeps the welcome in the ember. It's a bulb, it's a dollar on the power bill. It's my mother saying I love you still. Porch light on for the ones who roam. Porch light on to call the scattered home. When she goes, I know what I'll keep. I know what I'll drive 6 hours to take home. The bulb from the porch light fixture, because some things you don't leave alone. So if you got a porch light burning somewhere, and a mother or a father keeping watch, know that the light is not about the wattage. It's about the love that can't be switched off. Can't. Porch light on, porch light burning, porch light for the ones who might be returning. Porch light on in the dark of the November. Porch light keeps the welcome in the ember.
It's a bulb, it's $1 on the power bill. It's my mother saying I love you still. Porch light on for the ones who roam. Porch light on to call the scattered home. Every town has a river, or it wishes that it did. Every town has a place where the teenagers go and hid from the parents and the school in the particular way of being young in a small town in the summertime of late. My town had a hatchet, and we knew every bend. We knew where it was shallow, and we knew where it would end. In the deeper kind of dark, that teenage respect, in the way that teenagers respect the things they can't protect. Every town has a river, every river has a name, every name has a story, and the story is the same. A place where people came to when the town was too much town. A place that took the weight of it and didn't let it drown. Every town has a river, every river has a bend where something started happening and something came to end. I've been to every river in the towns I've called my own, and every river knew my name before I called it home. I took a girl there once on a June that I remember, with the specific detail of the young and the aware. The fireflies were doing what the fireflies do in June, and the hatchie moved at the speed of someone who didn't care about our particular urgency and our particular youth. And the river was the wisest thing in either of our lives. It just kept moving past the June and past the fireflies and past the specific feeling that we mistook for forever's ties. Every town has a river, every river has a name, every name has a story, and the story is the same. A place where people came to when the town was too much town. A place that took the weight of it and didn't let it drown. Every town has a river, every river has a bend where something started happening and something came to end. I've been to every river in the towns I've called my own, and every river knew my name before I called it home. I drove back to the hatching last October, stood on the bank where the June used to be, and the river was exactly what it always was, and I was considerably less certain than the me who stood there in the June and thought forever, who stood there with the fireflies and believed. The river just kept moving like it always does, and I drove home lighter than I'd been. and I was glad to leave. Americana is the word they use for the music when it's too many things to put in just one box. It's the blues that went to church and got forgiven. It's the country that came home and changed its locks. It's the folk song with a railway in the chorus. It's the gospel that forgot to end on time. It's the fiddle and the steel guitar agreeing that the truth is somewhere in the complicated rhyme. Americana, the music of the everything. Americana, the sound of the wide open and the sting. The blues, the folk, the country and the gospel. The freight train and the porch and the road. Americana, carrying it all together. Americana, the whole beautiful complicated load. The load of the country in a song. Americana, where I've always belonged. I played in all the categories, and the categories never quite fit right. The blues people said I had too much country, and the country people said I played too much like the night. The folk people said my stories were too bluesy, and the gospel people said too much of what I'd done. And Americana said, come on in, there's room for all of it, none of it, and everyone. Americana, the music of the everything. Americana, the sound of the wide open and the sting. The blues, the folk, the country, and the gospel. The freight train and the porch and the road. Americana, carrying it all together. Americana, the whole beautiful complicated load. The load of the country in a song. Americana, where I've always belonged. This album is Americana, not because we planned it that way, because the road is Americana, because the porch light and the river and the last blues bar and the dust on the boots and the Mississippi slope, that's all Americana. That's the sound of the country talking to itself about itself, and we're all in the conversation. So welcome to the music with no walls, the music that receives whoever comes with something real, the music that was there before the categories and will be there when the categories finally heal. Red dirt road, going nowhere specific. A red dirt road, going exactly where I need. A red dirt road that my grandfather walked on. A red dirt road where I first learned to bleed. Bleed meaning feel things the first time. Bleed meaning the world has an edge and I found it. Red dirt road is where every important thing happened. Before I had the language that surrounded it. A red dirt road, a red dirt road, a red dirt carry everything I'm owed. Red dirt road where the first love started. Red dirt road where the first dream departed. Red dirt under the wheels and under the skin. Red dirt road where the real things begin. Red dirt road, red dirt road. I'll be going back there when I'm
getting old. I drove it last summer in a rental car, and it was smaller than I remembered it being. The way roads shrink when you come back to them as an adult, when the scale of your youth is what you're currently seeing. But the dirt was the same red, and the light in the afternoon was the same specific gold. And I got out and stood in it for 15 minutes, feeling every year of it and feeling very old. Red dirt road, red dirt road, red dirt carrying everything I'm owed. Red dirt road where the first love started. Red dirt road where the first dream departed. Red dirt under the wheels and under the skin. Red dirt road where the real things begin. Red dirt road, red dirt road. I'll be going back there when I'm getting old. The red dirt road doesn't need me to remember it. It was there before I arrived and after I leave. But the red dirt road is in my boots still, and the red dirt road is in everything I believe. So I drove back out the way I came in, past the mailboxes and the same old dog. And I carried the red dirt road out with me, the way I always carry it, in the blood, in the song. left on a Sunday, which surprised me. I always thought the leaving would be a weekday kind of thing, a Tuesday morning or a Thursday without warning, not a Sunday with a church bell still ringing. She had her bags packed by the time I woke up, and the coffee was already on for one. And she said she'd made the decision quietly that she'd been making for a year, and now she was done. She left on a Sunday, Lord, she left on a Sunday. Left when the week was still full of possibility. She left on a Sunday, which means every Sunday after has been the anniversary of what I failed to see. She left on a Sunday with the church bells in the background, left a note that said she'd pray for the both of them. She left on a Sunday, and the Sundays never recovered. She left on a Sunday, and I've been since then. Since then I've gone to church twice more than ever. Since then I've learned to make my coffee right. Since then the Sundays have a quality specific to the kind of quiet that follows after flight. Flight meaning her, and flight meaning the leaving, and flight meaning every bird in the yard reminds me. She left on a Sunday, and the birds don't stop for it, and the week still starts on Monday, and it finds me. She left on a Sunday, Lord, she left on a Sunday. Left when the week was still full of possibility. She left on a Sunday, which means every Sunday after has been the anniversary of what I failed to see. She left on a Sunday with the church bells in the background, left a note that said she'd pray for the both of them. She left on a Sunday, and the Sundays never recovered. She left on a Sunday, and I've been since then. I understand it now in the way you understand things, when you've had enough Sundays alone to be honest. She didn't leave on a Sunday by accident. She left on the day of rest because she needed it. So I rest on Sunday too now. I rest in the specific way she taught me to, by sitting with the thing that needs the sitting, and letting Sunday do what Sundays do. She left on a Sunday, Lord, she left on a Sunday. Left when the week was still full of possibility. She left on a Sunday, which means every Sunday after has been the anniversary of what I failed to see. She left on a Sunday with the church bells in the background, left a note that said she'd pray for the both of them. She left on a Sunday, recovered. She left on a Sunday, and I've been since then. Working man's hands are a different kind of beautiful than the kind they put in magazines and songs. Working man's hands are the kind that hold the wrench right, and the kind that have been working all along. All along the history of the ordinary, people who build everything that stands. None of it got built by the smooth and the considered. Every beam and every bridge was working man's hands. Working man's hands, Lord, they tell the whole story. Working man's hands, a callous and a scar. Working man's hands, they don't need any glory. They're already every monument and every star. Working man's hands on the wheel and on the timber. Working man's hands on the plow and on the roof. Working man's hands are the country's oldest sentence, and the country keeps on needing man as proof. My father's hands look like a road map of devotion. Every line a different year of showing up. He worked the line for 30 years and never called it heroic. He just called it Tuesday and he filled his cup and went back out and did the thing that needed doing, the way that working men have always done, with the hands that hold the evidence of the effort and the posture of a man who isn't done. Working man's hands, Lord, they tell the whole story. Working man's hands, a callous and a scar. Working man's hands, they don't need any glory. They're already every monument and every star. Working man's hands on the wheel and on the timber. Working man's hands on the plow and on the roof. Working man's hands are the country's oldest sentence, and the country
country keeps on needing them as proof. The country forgets sometimes who built it and who keeps it. The working man remembers every morning when he gets it. So this song is for the hands that build everything I stand on, the ones that never asked to be remembered, and the ones that kept the whole thing going, on and on.
Country miles are longer than city miles. Everybody who's driven both knows this. The country mile doesn't care about your schedule, just goes on for as long as it does. It is what it is, which is the flat and the fence posts, and the occasional grain elevator against the sky, and the radio losing the station and finding another, and the kind of thinking that happens at country mile speed by. Country miles going on. Country miles stretching from the dusk into the dawn. Country miles don't hurry, country miles don't care. Country miles have been here longer than the road that's there. Country miles in the pickup and the window down. Country miles away from everything and still in town. Country life where the thinking gets done right. Country miles going on into the country night. I've solved more problems on country miles than anywhere. The space between the fence posts is the thinking room. signals. The country thinks in miles with all the room. All the room for the unresolved and the considering. All the room for the thing you haven't named. And by the time the grain elevator clears the rear view, something in the country miles has been reclaimed. Country miles going on. Country miles stretching from the dusk into the dawn. Country miles don't hurry. Country miles don't care. Country miles have been here longer than the road that's there. Country miles in the pickup and the window down. Country miles away from everything and still in town. Country miles where the thinking gets done right. Country miles going on into the country night. There's a GPS voice that hates country miles. It keeps recalculating, it keeps trying to find a faster route, an alternative workaround. And I keep ignoring it because the country miles are the route. So I'll take the country miles to wherever I'm going. I'll take the long flat road with the fence posts and the sky. I'll take the radio losing and then find it. And the kind of thinking only country miles provide. Country miles going on. Country miles stretching from the dusk into the dawn. Country miles don't hurry. Country miles don't care. Country miles have been here longer than the road that's there. Country miles in the pickup and the window down. Country miles away from everything and still in town. Country miles where the thinking gets done right. Country miles going on into the country night. This one's for the town I come from, the one that shaped me in the ways I didn't choose, the
one that gave me Sunday mornings in the summer, and the specific grammar of my blues. I didn't always love you while I was inside you. I was 17 and you were everything I'd known, and everything I'd known felt like a ceiling, and I needed to find out what was under the unknown. Hometown hymn, hometown hymn, sing it for the place that let you in. Sing it for the school and for the summer. Sing it for the diner and the thunder. Sing it for the people who are still there. Sing it for the ones who had to go. Hometown hymn, for the complicated history of loving something you were glad to outgrow. I outgrew it, but I took it with me. The accent and the reference and the root, the specific way I hold a conversation, the specific way I fill a room. All of that came from you, hometown. All of that is yours, and I've been spending it in every city and every conversation. The hometown in me is the foundation of it. Hometown hymn, hometown hymn, sing it for the place that let you in. Sing it for the school and for the summer. Sing it for the diner and the thunder. Sing it for the people who are still there. Sing it for the ones who had to go. Hometown hymn, for the complicated history of loving something you were glad to outgrow. Thank you for the ceiling, because the ceiling showed me what above was. Thank you for the small, because the small showed me the scale of the larger. Thank you for the knowing everybody, because the anonymity of the city is its own particular gift. And I couldn't have known the gift without the thing it was the opposite of, your lift. So this is the hometown hymn, for every town that made somebody who left, and for every somebody who still carries the town long after the leaving, long after they left. Hometown hymn, hometown hymn, sing it for the place that let you in. Sing it for the school and for the summer. Sing it for the diner and the thunder. Sing it for the people who are still there. Sing it for the ones who had to go. Hometown hymn, for the complicated history of loving something you were glad to outgrow.
Long road home is different from the road that takes you out. The going has the energy of the not yet knowing. The coming home has knowledge in the wheel and in the route. The coming home is slower and more worth the going. I know every mile of this road in the dark. I know where the pavement changes and the radio dies. I know the exact moment when the water tower appears and the specific quality of the hometown skies. Long road home, the road that knows my name. Long road home, the road that feels the same. Even when I've changed and the town is rearranged, long road home takes me back regardless. Long road home in the October and the dark. Long road home, the road that has my heart. Every mile I've driven away has been a mile on the long road home. From the very start, I've been going home my whole life, even when I was going somewhere else entirely. Every city was a chapter in the going home, and I didn't know it clearly. Clearly until this trip when the water tower appeared in the dark. And something settled that had been unsettled somewhere between the leaving and the dark of every park. Long road home, the road that knows my name. Long road home, the road that feels the same. Even when I've changed and the town is rearranged, long road home takes me back regardless. Long road home in the October and the dark. Long road home, the road that has my heart. Every mile I've driven away has been a mile on the long road home. From the very start, home is not a place exactly. Home is more a frequency, a signal that the road picks up at a specific distance from the specific tree that marks the county line and says you're back, you're back, you're back. So I'll drive the long road home as many times as the road will have me. Every time I leave, I'm practicing the coming back. And the coming back is what the leaving gave me. Long road home, the road that knows my name. Long road home, the road that feels the same. Even when I've changed There is a gospel that was never written in a book, that lives in the specific language of the mind. The gospel of the open road has no congregation, it just has the driver and the long American aisle. The aisle of the highway going somewhere and nowhere. The aisle of the two-lane and the center line. The gospel of the open road asks only that you drive it and receive whatever the driving has in mind. The gospel of the open road, hallelujah. Gospel of the long mile and the sign. Gospel of the open road, come and find it in the specific mercy of the state road and the vine. Gospel of the open road has no collection plate. Gospel of the open road doesn't care if you're late. Just open up the window and point yourself at somewhere. The gospel of the open road will take it from there. I've been to the church of the interstate and the back road. I've been to the denomination of the county two-lane. I've been converted at a crossing in New Mexico and baptized in the Appalachian rain. Every road is its own scripture. Every mile has its own verse to read. And the reading of the mile requires the driving, and the driving is the practice and the creed. Gospel of the open road, hallelujah. Gospel of the long mile and the sign. Gospel of the open road, come and find of the state road and the vine. Gospel of the open road has no collection plate. Gospel of the open road doesn't care if you're late. Just open up the window and point yourself at somewhere. The gospel of the open road will take it from there. I have been saved by the Interstate 40 at sunrise, by the Blue Ridge Parkway in October, by the nothing of the Nevada desert at midnight, by the Gulf Coast Highway in July. The road is generous. The road receives everybody. The road doesn't ask what you believe, just how far you're willing to go. So go, that's the whole gospel. Just go and keep going and receive. The open road gives what the open road gives to everyone willing to believe. This land has 100 different faces that the postcard never gets exactly right. The postcard shows the best light of the landscape. Mine shows the landscape at the ordinary light. The ordinary light of Tuesday in Nebraska. The ordinary light of Georgia in the fall. The ordinary light of the country going about its business, which is the most honest version of it all. This land is every land I've ever driven through. This land is every back road and every view. This land is every diner and every county fair. This land is every face of every person standing there. This land is every name on every water tower. This land is every Sunday and every midnight hour. This land is complicated and it's beautiful and wide. This land is every version of the people living inside. I've been through the version that the textbooks celebrate, and through the version that the textbooks leave aside. And the country is both versions simultaneously, and the truth of it is somewhere in the wide. Wide meaning the actual width of the thing. 3,000 miles of every kind of American. Every land stake and every argument and every kindness. Every wound and every grace. This is the land. This land is every back road and every view. This land is every diner and every county fair. This land is every face of every person standing there. This land is every name on every water tower. This land is every Sunday and in every midnight hour. This land is complicated and it's beautiful and wide. This land is every version of the people living inside. I'm not gonna pretend it's perfect. I'm not gonna look away from what it isn't yet. But I'm gonna sing it the way it deserves singing, which is honestly and wide and in the full and in the depth of everyone who made it what it is. Every version of everyone who built it. The complicated and the beautiful together. That's the country and the song, and I'm in it. So this is the song for all of it. The postcard and the ordinary life. This is the song for the country I drive through, in the complicated, beautiful American night. best sunsets I've ever seen were from the American side of the American road. Not the scenic overlook with the designated parking, just the road, just the west, just the gold. The gold that the American West does specifically at the hour when the day decides it's done. That specific orange pink that has no equivalent in any other country's setting sun. Sunset on the American side, sunset painting everything in gold and pride. Sunset on the American side of the road, sunset like the country putting down its load. For 1 hour, just one beautiful hour, the whole complicated thing turns gold in the light. Sunset on the American side of the highway, one of the best reasons for the American night. I pulled over once outside of Amarillo because the sky was doing something I couldn't drive through. It was too much beauty for the windshield to contain, and I stood on the shoulder in the Amarillo blue. Blue meaning the sky above while orange below. Blue meaning the distance still going after the gold. And I stood there for the whole of the display, and then I got back in and drove into the cold. Sunset on the American side, sunset painting everything in gold and pride. Sunset on the American side of the road, sunset like the country putting down its load. For 1 hour, just one beautiful hour, the whole complicated thing turns gold in the light. Sunset on the American side of the highway, one of the best reasons for the American night. I've seen it in the desert and above the mountains. I've seen it over the prairie and the plain. And every time the country shows me what it's made of, in the last hour of the light before the rain. So if you're on the road as the sun goes down, and the West is doing the thing the West does best, pull over if you can just for a minute, and let the American sunset do the rest. Sunset on the American side, sunset painting everything in gold and pride. Sunset on the American side of the road, slow. For 1 hour, just one beautiful hour, the whole complicated thing turns gold in the light. Sunset on the American side of the highway, one of the best reasons for the American night. When they ask me where I'm going, I say I'll be on the road. When they ask me when I'm coming back, I say I'll let you know. Not because I'm running and not because I'm lost, just because the road is where I do the work that being still has cost. Lost me in the clarity I only find at speed. Cost me in the honesty I only get from need. The need to keep arriving somewhere new enough to see the things I carry with fresh eyes and call the bluff. I'll be on the road, I'll be on the road, I'll be on the road as long as the road goes. I'll be on the road past the place you know my name. I'll be on the road till the road becomes the same as home, which is what the road becomes eventually. To the one who stays on it long enough to see, I'll be on the road, I'll be on the road, carrying everything the road has given me and more. I'll be on the road past the Mississippi slow, past the red dirt road and the names I've come to know, past the porch light and the river and the last blues bar, past the hometown hymn and everything I am, past everything I am and everything I was, past the dust on my boots and the dry because, past the whiskey and the Sunday and the working man's hands, past the gospel of the road and the long road and the lands. I'll be on the road, I'll be on the road, I'll be on the road as long as the road goes. I'll be on the road past the place you know my name. I'll be on the road till the road becomes the same as home, which is what the road becomes eventually. To the one who stays on it long enough to see, I'll be on the road, I'll be on the road, carrying everything the road has given me and more. I've been the blues, I've been the folk, I've been the country and the roots and the smoke. I've been the American side of the American song. I've been on this road my whole life long. So when they ask me where I'm going, I say I'll be on the road. And when they ask what I'm looking for, I say I think I know. I'm looking for the version of the country that I love, the complicated, beautiful one driving toward the sun above. And I find it every time in the